In the latest twist in the Disney-Comcast battle for control over Fox, Disney has just been granted preliminary provisional approval for their tentative deal to acquire Fox for the grand total of $71.3 billion. Now, there are still other government agencies that would have to be cleared, and according to the provisional approval, Disney would have to immediately sell off all of the Fox regional sports networks due to a conflict of interest with Disney already owning ESPN. However, despite what you may have read, this still isn't over. According to a report in Bloomberg, Comcast still has time to respond. Fox canceled a shareholders meeting to vote on the Disney deal that had been planned for July 10th. Comcast is now mulling its next steps, including possibly teaming up with private equity investors in its pursuit of Fox assets, a person familiar with the situation said on Wednesday. Wall Street expects the cable giant to come back with a counterbid. Market analysts are suggesting the bidding could get as high as $90 billion, which is just stupid. This now marks 3 times that people have proclaimed, oh, it's over now, Disney got it. First of all, when Disney put in their bid for $52 billion and got approved by Fox, everybody said, oh, it's over. Only it wasn't over. Along came Comcast, put in a counterbid. Then Disney re-counterbid, and once again, Fox accepted that offer again, and everybody said, oh, it's over. But then all the market reminded everybody, no, Comcast can still deal. Now, Disney submitted for preliminary approval, and they got it. Now everybody's saying, oh, now it's over. No, don't forget. Because the AT&T and Time Warner deal went through, everybody kind of predicted that Disney and Comcast both would probably not have too much problem in getting that initial approval. This was just the next step. However, this thing is still not done, as Bloomberg clearly points out. This just means that if everything gets to that point, that Disney may not have that difficult a time getting government approval. That's fine. But once again, the AT&T and Time Warner decision that came down from the courts kind of emboldened both Disney and Comcast, believing they would be able to get by this without too much problem. Comcast can still come back and counter again. As a matter of fact, Fox is kind of counting on it, which is why they've canceled their July 10th shareholders vote. Look, what Disney wants now more than anything else is for the Fox shareholders to vote and vote now. Get this thing done. Don't give Comcast another chance to come back with a bigger deal. But the fact of the matter is, Comcast is going to have another chance to come back and counter again. And then it's all up to the Fox shareholders. A lot of people seem to keep missing that fact. This really doesn't matter what Murdoch ultimately wants or what the DOJ wants or what Disney wants. It's what do the Fox shareholders want? And what they want is more money. Personally, despite the reports, I actually don't think Comcast will put in another bid. I mean, look, this dollar figure has already gotten way higher than it should. Disney, even if they win right now, is having to spend over $20 billion more than they initially thought. Some analysts are saying this thing could go as high as 90. I just can't wrap my head around it. So personally, I think Comcast should just kind of bow out at this point. But they still have an opportunity to come back, so this thing ain't over yet.